Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my mid-year makeup inventory. I did an introduction and I told you what's my current numbers, and I also told you the goal that I would want to possibly be at in terms of my entire makeup collection. And here we are at the midway point to basically check in and see where we are at in terms of all of the categories, and basically evaluate and see which areas need more work, which areas I could possibly like help out with, and all that good stuff. So yes, without any further ado, let's jump into it and let's get started. Now for my specific makeup collection, my core base products are just two. It's foundation, which I have mini foundations. I'm still counting them as a full foundation. So I had two mini foundations in the beginning of the year, and because I don't use them as often, I still have two. My goal is to just have one, but we're not there yet. And in terms of loose powders, in the beginning of the year I was at 6, which is a big number, and my goal was to have only 2. Currently we're at 3, which is a pretty good like position to be at, and I also know that 2 out of my 3 are like halfway done. So once I use one of them up, we will reach my goal, and then I can add in more loose powders to my collection because I love experimenting and trying out different ones. So 2 is a good number, but currently we are at 3, technically speaking. Then in terms of eyebrow pencils, I had one in the beginning of the year and I just want to have one. So currently I'm at 1, which is absolutely perfect. This is one of the only categories where I don't have to like worry about at all, because I only buy a backup when I am like almost about to be done, not before that. So yes. Then let's talk about eyeshadows. Now I've divided it into eyeshadow singles and also like palettes. Now when it comes to eyeshadow singles, I had 12 in the beginning of the year, but I have decluttered since then. So my goal is to be at 5, even though I'm not there yet. I'm somewhere at 8. I have decluttered 4 since the beginning of the year, so that feels good, and I do think I can actually reach my goal of 5 very easily, because there are 3 that I'm holding on to, which I don't actually tend to use very often. If anything, I don't use them at all. So if I just let go of those 3, then we will easily reach my goal. I have not finally decided if I want to do that or not, just not yet, maybe. But let's see how we do as the year progresses. And in terms of eyeshadow palettes, I had 2, I want to have 2, and I still have 2. It is the Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette and the Dominique Cosmetics Latte palette. Those are the only 2, and they do have a few pops of color, few shimmery shades that I like to have on hand, and I do reach for them from time to time. Then when it comes to eyeliner, I had 4 in the beginning of the year because I had bought a bunch of backups, and I want to have 2, like one which I'm actively using and one backup, and I am exactly at that point. My current one is actually almost going to be done. Like even today when I was using it, I could tell that it's going to dry up very soon and it's running out. So I feel like I'm actually doing better than what I thought I was doing, because once I am done with this specific one, I will just have one left, which means that I can seek out buying a backup, maybe just 1 or 2 if necessary. And then when it comes to blush, this is a category which I feel like we need to work on, but I'm also very happy that I have multiple blushes in my collection and multiple different shades for different looks. I had 6 in the beginning of the year, and my goal was to only have 3. Now I have actually decluttered some of the blushes since the beginning of the year, but I've also added new ones in now. So that is why I was at 6, and I'm still at 6 because the ones that I decluttered got replaced by newer blushes which I've added to my collection. So we definitely need to work on this number, but because I'm trying and testing out new ones, I don't feel as guilty about having 6. But let's see where we are at by the end of the year. Then when it comes to contours and bronzers, I had 3 in the beginning of the year and my goal was to be at 2, but we are still at 3 because I haven't used up any of my bronzers or contours completely. I have hit pan, yes, on my contour, but we've not used up any, so we're still at 3. In terms of highlighters, again, we're at the same numbers. We had 2 in the beginning of the year. I want to just have 1, and we're still at 2 because I haven't decluttered any of my highlighters. Once I use up my Sugar Contour de Force, like the contour from the Contour de Force face palette, I think I will also declutter the highlighter and the blush which is in there. So then we will be at a better number. And moving on to the last category, which is our lip products. Now I had 4 bullet lipsticks in the beginning of the year, but I wanted to just have 2. I'm not at 2 yet, I'm actually at 3. So we have used up 1 bullet lipstick in the past 6 months, and I am looking forward to using up some more bullet lipsticks. We can possibly reach 2 or even 1 by the end of the year, depending on how we go through our bullet lipsticks. And in terms of lip crayons, I was at 5. I wanted to be at 4, but I'm still at 5 because I haven't actually used my lip crayons in the past 6 months at all. So definitely we're nowhere close to reaching our goal, but let's see if it happens by the end of the year. Maybe if I declutter something, then we will reach this number. I don't think it's possible to use up anything, but we're gonna save the best for the last, because this is the only category which I didn't think I would reach my goal, but I have. In terms of our liquid lipsticks, I was at 15 at the beginning of the year, and my goal was to reach 10, which I did. When I was counting, I actually could not believe this, because I thought I would definitely have more, and I was looking around in the different places that I have my liquid lipsticks, and I was like, is there more, but apparently not. So I actually have 10 liquid lipsticks and I've reached my goal. That being said, I do think I can downsize my collection even further. So let's see how many more liquid lipsticks we use up by the end of the year. I definitely think I can be at a lower number, like 7 or 8 by the end of the year, and then for 2025 we'll probably set even lower goals for what I would like my makeup collection size to be. But yes, that was that. I think let's do like a final check-in on the numbers. So I want like the ideal size of my makeup collection to be 35 products. That's the goal. And at the mid-year check-in point, we are at 47. So 12 more products need to go from my collection in various different categories. So let's see what happens till the end, like by the end of the year. So we have 6 months more to go, and I'm definitely looking forward to doing like an end of the year check-in on my entire collection. There is also the possibility that in the next 6 months more new products are going to get added in. So yes, the number might not be at 35, it might even be higher than 47, or it could be the same. I don't know. Let's see how that goes. But I hope you enjoyed watching this quick little makeup inventory check-in video, and I really wanted to like add the photos of my collection and show you all the products and the progress that we're doing on that. So yes, I got this idea from a project planner on YouTube. Her name is Jessica, I think, but she's spelled a little differently. So she actually gave me the idea to add photos while I talk to you about my makeup collection, so you can actually see what the products are that I'm referring to. So I hope that you enjoyed this little touch. But yes, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Until then, bye. Bye bye.